Hello. Not sure. Can't see. Where is? Okay. Hello. Okay. This is good. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Awesome. I didn't realize. Hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let's do here. How are you? Hello. Super happy to be here. Yeah, thank you. It's this way. Hello. It's Saturday, guys. I love it. Let me see. I think maybe the back might just be better. Let's see. Switch to the back. And this might just be better. Hello. How are you all doing? Should I? Hello. Hi. Let me know. Welcome to Morning Talk. To Morning Talk with Dr. Lena. Super glad to be here. Super glad. How are you all doing today?
What was that?
Yeah. Hello. Welcome to Morning Talk with Dr. Lena. I am so happy to be here. Super happy to be here. How are you all doing? It's so amazing to be able to join on YouTube. It's amazing to be able to join here. This is absolutely fantastic. Let me know where you're joining from. I'm just here to connect with everyone, just to know where you're coming from. Let's talk about the New Year resolution. What are the goals that you have when it comes to wealth? What are your plans? What are your goals? Let's just reason it out. Let's know. Yeah, how are you? Hi, Oluwa. Hi, how are you? Thank you so much for joining the live. Hi, Oluwa. Thank you for joining. This is absolutely amazing. Super excited. I'll put in a bit of music. Can you hear me? Let me know. Oluwa, can you hear me? Let me know if the audio is good. Just say, let me know where you're joining from, and let me know if the audio is good. Can you hear me? Let me know if the audio is good. Say audio good. Say audio good. Oluwa, say audio good. Awesome. Thank you for letting me know that audio is good. Thank you for letting me know that audio is good. Thank you. How are you? Let's share this with more people. Let's share this live with more people. This is my first time here, my first time in a live on YouTube. And I'm super, super excited. I'm super excited to be here. Thank you so much for the hats. Really appreciate that. I'll put in some music so that it can be a little bit more fun here. Um so what how is your Saturday coming? I mean, the goal here is everything, like I always say, it's all about financial freedom. And when we say financial freedom, it's all about, wealth building, because when you have the wealth, you can be able to have the freedom that comes with it. You have the freedom that comes with it. Let's share this with more people. Let's share this life with more people. Share with your friends, with your family. Yeah. Let's share with more people. Okay. I'll put in some music so it can be a little bit more fun. Yeah. Let me do this. Yeah. Awesome. So you will hear some music shortly. Awesome. So this is so good. And I'm super, 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 super excited to be here tonight. Super excited. I think I will do this more often. We have some live where I'm able to answer some of your questions. We have some live. You have the ones that are streamed that's going to help you. But if you have any question at all, in terms of decision making, in terms of you know what are the ways you can pay off your credit faster, ways that you can pay up your credit card faster, your debt faster, or do you have questions around real estate, buying your first rental property? That's another thing. If that's your goal, you want to be a property owner, it's a good. I always encourage that because I typically talk about the four pillars of wealth building, right? The four pillars of wealth creation. Let's share this with more people. Let's share this life with more people so that we can have more people join join this life. Let's share this with more people so that they can join this life. So, what does financial freedom mean? Financial freedom could be, it means different things to different people. It means different things to different people. Financial freedom could mean that you want to spend time with quality time with your family. You want to just have peace of mind. Financial freedom could also mean that financial freedom means that it could mean that you want to spend more quality time with your family and friends. It could be that. It could be financial freedom. It's when you just take freedom, it means that you're free. That's basically what it is. It means that you're free. You're trying to live life at your own terms. That's the way I define it. Living life at your own terms. You're not having to do things just because you have to do it. That's, it's you're not in a financial bondage, because if the only reason why you're working, or the only reason why you're doing something, is because of monetary benefits that would, because you are tied to it, right? Because you're tied to it. So that's the reason, that's the more reason. Hello, hello. Thank you for joining. So that's the more reason that you want to have a financial freedom, right? Basically. And I pretty much talk about several things. I pretty much, how do you get financial freedom, right? Or maybe, first of all, let's talk about the first level. The first level is, I always preach about multiple things. One is wealth building, and I'll bring it with my book, The Wealth Blueprint, A Path to Financial Freedom, right? Because if you build the wealth, you're on your way, is a path to financial freedom. That's what it is. And that's what my book is all about. Now, what does this simple, the wealth building, what does wealth mean? Oftentimes, people always equate wealth to money. Okay? People often say wealth is money. When you say wealth, wealth is money. And no, wealth is not money, because wealth doesn't equal money. Money is just part of wealth. Money is just one part of wealth, right? So, for instance, what does this mean? Money is just one part of wealth. So, one type of wealth is money. Then there's something called time wealth, which is the freedom that I'm talking about. There's time wealth, winning freedom to live life at your own time. If you're just joining, welcome to this live. Welcome. This is my first time. I'm super excited to have you here. So living life at your own terms. Just say hi in the comments so I know you're here, right? And if you have any question, please ask me. So wealth is I call it in 3 to 4 phases. Wealth is money wealth, right? That's first. There's also the other type of wealth, which is the health wealth. If you have the money and the health fails, every other thing doesn't matter. That's why it is important. There's something called health wealth. Then the third type of wealth. So there's money wealth, there's health wealth. The third type of wealth is time wealth. And that is freedom. The freedom to live life at your own terms. We are not just working just because you have to work, right? Because you have to pay bills. No, that's not why you're doing what you're doing, right? So it's important that we're not just talking about money. We're talking about the time wealth. We are chasing in 2026. We are not just chasing money, because money is just one piece of wealth, one part of wealth. Because it's just, when you have money, that's 1/4 of wealth. When you have money, that's why you see people that still have money and they do not have happiness, they do not have joy, right? Yes, people often say, oh, money doesn't buy happiness. While that is not totally true, it is partly true, because money does give you option. It doesn't buy happiness, but it gives you the options for happiness. What does that mean? You can have better health care, which is the health wealth, if you have the money. Because the truth of the matter is, the best health care is what? The best health care is basically from when you have the money to pay for it. And the worst healthcare is when you don't have the free one, right? So that's it. And then the time wealth. When you have the time, when you spend time, thank you for joining. If you're just joining, share and subscribe to the channel. So then the other part of wealth is the time wealth. Being able to, you're just working because you're working, because you have to pay bills. That's another. You do not have the freedom. You don't have the breathing space. You don't have the ability to live the life in the terms that you want it to be, right? And then the other type of wealth is peace wealth, right? Peace wealth is you've been having the protection, your insurance, all of that is the one that comes with peace wealth. So in 2026, you need to be chasing all forms of wealth. You need to be chasing money wealth, time wealth, health wealth, and peace wealth. Your health, you want to make sure that you're having the medical, you're doing your checkup, you're exercising right, you are eating right, you are doing your medical checkup. That's all that you're doing in 2026. And you should have goals for it in 2026, right? You should have goals for it in 2026. And the same thing when it comes to, oh, and when it comes to, um, and when it comes to your peace wealth as well, sorry about that. When it comes to peace wealth as well, you want to ensure that are you already having your emergency fund, you're having your insurance, and what is your emergency fund? Your emergency fund is your first 1,000 if you do not have. So, like Dave Ramsey baby step, right? You want to have something like that, a Dave Ramsey baby step, which is have your first 1,000 emergency, because this is going to protect you in a day when you really have to, there's an emergency, there's a job loss, there's health issue, or there's an emergency with the car or something. You already have an emergency fund. That's what this is all about, right? So that's why you need to have emergency fund, and you put this in an high-yield savings account. That's where you want to put it. You put it in an high-yield savings account. So that is then you have your insurance, your protection, your backbone. So you have peace. You have some form of peace. So that's why it is important that you're not just building money wealth, but you're building your health wealth. You're also having your time wealth. You are investing actively such that if you have the opportunity to walk away, if your goal is to retire early, or if you want the opportunity to able to spend time with your family, or your goal is that you want to go on vacation, you are able to do that, right? So that is what the time wealth is all about, right? And then I talked about health wealth, eating healthy, exercising. So as you are building your goals in 2026, when it comes to financial freedom, make sure that ensure that you are looking at everything holistically. That's what you are having, and that's what you're taking, putting actionable steps, goals for 2026. And then the other thing that I would like to talk about is, you know, when it comes to money, I always preach 4 pillars of wealth. And what does this mean? What does my 4 pillars, Money Talk with Dr. Lena, what are the 4 pillars of wealth? What does it mean? Right? If you are just joining, hello, hello, let's share this with more people. This is my first life. I'm super excited to be here. So please share this with more people so that we can learn about financial freedom. We can learn about our money. We can learn about the type of wealth that exists, and what strategies, what structures do you need to put in place to help you build wealth in the new year. Okay. And when I talk about wealth, it's health wealth, time wealth, peace wealth, and money wealth that would help you, to build the other ones, right? So let me now go to the next thing, right? The next thing is, what are the 4 pillars of wealth? Now, this is you building the money wealth. What are the 4 pillars of wealth? So I typically talk about, because these are proven concepts, these are proven steps that I have used that have worked for me and it's still working, right? These are proven steps that have worked for me and it's still working. I talk about 4 pillars of wealth. Now, when I mean wealth, is the money wealth. 4 pillars. The first one is high income skill. And high income skill can come in different ways. It can be through your 9 to 5, you getting a very, high paying skill, like maybe something in tech, in health, in engineering, in something. It could also be in, not like all those skilled work, like, maybe plumbing, electrical. It could also be, HVAC. I know that the HVAC guys, I have a friend that all that he does is HVAC, and it makes a ton of money, has multiple properties. So if that's what the path that you want to go, just that is, you're just, when I say high income, I'm talking about anything above 100. It's like 6 figures. You want to aim at 6 figures. And why do I preach this? okay, before I go there, it can be through just one income, any this high income scale, or through multiple stream. Even though I always say that the high income plus other sources of income, it could be from digital, like ebooks, like digital products. It could also be like you are doing some other job, just to also increase that income. Because the reason why I often preach this is high income scale, or high income is like your fuel. That's your first in that's the thing that's going to help you build wealth. Except you have an inheritance, most of us would typically come from, do a regular job to earn some money before you can start investing. Because zero, if you have zero, there's nothing to invest. So that's why I would typically say, just get your income, get your skill first, and get the income ready. Because this is what is going to be your starting point. Okay? This is what is going to be your starting point. All right? Let's share this with more people. Let me know that you're here. Hi. Welcome. Thank you for joining. So your income will be the first thing that we will start with in building your wealth. Your income will be, so you want to put it in the comment, income is the first wealth building tool. So I want to put, and I'm going to pin that as well. So when you have your income, because this is what you're going to now use to build, this is what you're going to use to build your income and your wealth, right? Because when you have that income here, you're going to keep your bills here. The difference here is the freedom that you need. That's your freedom number. So if you want to retire early, it's either it's of two things. You have your income here way high, and then your bill is way low, so that you have sufficient income, sufficient amount that is in excess. When you are finished paying your bills, you still have a lot of excess that you can use that you can invest with. Because it's the investment that will give you the freedom. It's not a bill that you pay. That's not what is going to give you the financial freedom that you are requesting. That's not. It's the income, the difference between the income and your bill. That's what is going to give you the freedom that you require. Now, and how do you get, so for instance, if you are still going to college, you're just starting college, I encourage younger people to start their income, to pursue a career that is a little, that will give you an high income, right? That will give you high income. What does that mean? It could be something in tech. It could be something, anything that's going to help you. Anything that's going to help you get a high income. It could be something like, everyone is talking about AI right now. But when you're going to college, choose a career that's going to pay you well. All right, that's one. Then if you've already done your bachelor's, I do not recommend that except you have money or you're doing so well in this career, I wouldn't say go and immediately invest in another bachelor's or in another an expensive degree. Just take a certification. Take it for somebody like me. My first degree was in finance and economics, right? I'm a chartered accountant and economics at the same time. And then I realized that there's money in tech, and I wanted to pivot to tech. I did not have to go and get another degree and pay so much, right? I did not. What I did was take a certification. There are free training on Coursera, on different platforms, even on YouTube. It could be like you learn how to do videography and use it as substitute your income. It could be virtual assistant, anything. Just learn something, first to supplement that income. whatever income, just to increase it. But the beautiful part of it is that whenever the income increases, you are not spending it. You are not spending it. You're not. You are just using the money. You are using it towards what? You're using it towards savings. No lifestyle creep, no nothing. You are making sure that you are keeping the extra and you are investing it. Remember, income here, expense here, your bills here. The difference here would give you the financial freedom that you need. Uh, However, remember that just that extra will not get you there. These other three things are the things that is going to get you there. So let me know in the comment section and put lock in if you're here. Just put lock in. All right? Let me know you're here. Okay? So, what am I trying to say? You basically ensure that you have your high income skill. Okay, and I think I'll be wrapping up here for today. I will join again, maybe tomorrow or next week, or sometime again, so that we talk about the other three. And the other three, just to hint you, the other three is what? The other three is, the first one is high income skill, the high income skill. The second is smart investing. And there's a reason why I call it smart. So you want to be here tomorrow or the next time when I share my life, so that you understand what is smart investing. You don't want to lose money like me, where I lost close to 100,000 or over 100,000, right? So you want to be here in my next life when I'm going to share the date maybe tomorrow. I think I might have something tomorrow. So we will talk about smart investing tomorrow. Today it's about high income skill. We'll talk about the 4 types of wealth. At least now you know that when you're building your wealth, it's not just uh money. You're thinking of peace wealth, health wealth, time wealth, right? You're having it together. So you're changing your mindset to know that, okay, you know what, this is what it is, right? So, and then tomorrow I think we'll talk about smart investing. There's a reason why I call it smart, not investing, because there's a reason for that. A way that you will build wealth in a peaceful way that is going to grow, compounding, and you can easily become a millionaire. A structured way for you to become a millionaire. That's what it's all about. A structured way for you to become a millionaire that has worked for me, that is working for others of my clients as well. And then the third is the wealth engine. I call it my wealth engine, which is real estate. So that is a fantastic one as well. And then we now have the last one, the last F, which is the financial fortress, right? The 4S, financial fortress. And what does financial fortress mean? Fortress means financial literacy, financial discipline, financial planning. And with all this, it gives you all the financial freedom that you need. I really appreciate you, Oluwa. Thank you for joining all the way. Let's share, be here. If you just share this with others, and I will join a stream right now. I'll do some stream. So please join that as well. Share this with others. I hope this was helpful. At least you learned about the types of wealth. Then we started the journey of our income skills, meaning the 4 pillars of wealth. So tomorrow we'll talk about smart investing. We'll talk about the time wealth as well. Yeah, we'll talk about that. All of that tomorrow. Really appreciate you joining this live today. Thank you so much, so much, so much for your time. I hope this helps. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, because there are so many resources, free resources. If you're just learning about investing, are you a beginner? Are you a pro? Are you advanced? There's always something for you, from real estate to smart investing to all of it, like financial discipline, planning, literacy, how you do it all. That's what I talk about here. And then I do not even limit it to this. I also talk about some other things when it comes to peace wealth, health wealth, time wealth, how you can build that, a life filled with purpose. A life filled with purpose. That's what it's about. So I really appreciate you joining. I hope these really help somebody. And I think I'll join tomorrow. So you want to share this with somebody so that they can also join. Okay. We would win together in 2026. 2026 is the year of winning, because we will talk about the 4 account system, the 4 accounts you need to keep in 2026. We will be talking about that, a 4 account structure. So you want to follow the channel. You want to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out, right? If you found this helpful, just keep working hard at it. You're just one step away. Just one step. It's all about consistency, automation, right? You're just one step away from winning with money. Okay? Ensure that your money is working harder than you do. And I'll see you in the next life. Okay? All right. Bye. Have a great evening.